NewsNation's Robert Sherman has been in Poland and Ukraine since the start of this invasion. Robert, you are back in Poland as those attacks inch westward. Are you seeing more Ukrainians fleeing?
We do see quite a few, Nicole. Behind us, this is actually a refugee camp about 10 miles away from the Polish-Ukrainian border. And all throughout the day, we've seen people at these little stands that are right behind us. Inside that building, wall to wall, it's packed full of refugees who've just made the trip in. Many of these people coming in with nothing but the clothes on their back, desperately in need of supplies. And many of them are fleeing some of the most war-torn regions of Ukraine. One of them is Kyiv, where we have this video to show you coming from today. This is a missile destroying a city bus, and you can just see the explosion that happens there. We heard this from the Kyiv mayor today. He said, quote, "These visuals show the truth of Russia's war in Ukraine. Putin's dream of creating a greater Russia is my country's nightmare." Other cities that we're starting to see bear the brunt of this attack, Kharkiv, which has been on the front line since the beginning. This video shows a residential building which has been turned to rubble, and you see this all throughout that whole city. Buildings that have been turned into ash and rubble, shells of their former selves, as it has been bombed non-stop since the beginning of this war. And then in Mykolaiv, this is a city where we saw a school destroyed. 4 people were killed, and then 3 more were injured. This continues to show that it seems as though that no target is off the table here in this war, with that school being utterly obliterated. We do know that another round of peace talks took place earlier today, and throughout the last week, we have heard from both sides that they believe that some corners are being turned and some progress is being made, but still there are no firm agreements that have been drawn to. Nicole?
Yeah, that footage is terrifying there, Robert. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.